Hey guys, Gaddock Teeg here, bringing the SWTOR Weekly Digest for May 3rd, 2013. April showers have come and gone, and it looks like May is bringing in some hints of the features of patch 2.1, so let's cut the chatter and check out the Gold Post summary. SWTOR news this week is mainly focused around the reveal of new customization options that will be available in patch 2.1. TLDR, patch 2.1 will include the new Cathar race as teased last week, the addition of a character customization kiosk allowing for appearance and race changes, the inclusion of character renames, and the addition of armor dyes for recoloring gear. That's a big chunk of character freedom being added in the next game update. We'll save the Cathar talk for later, since that's probably the biggest news. As per usual these days, BioWare did a few interviews on the topic with a couple different fan sites. The always wonderful Dolphy got some great info about the armor dye modules coming in the next patch. After patch 2.1, most armors will get a new dye slot, which can be used to change the primary armor color, the secondary armor color, or both. It may not provide the customizability levels that some players want, but it definitely provides another level of uniqueness for your character. Upon launch, players will have access to 48 different dye modules. 25 will be available on the cartel market in one form or another, 20 will be crafted, and 3 will be purchasable from the Security Key and Collector's Edition vendors. Assuming that each color will be available in both primary and secondary varieties, this gives players a total of 2,304 different combinations to play with. That may not be Guild Wars level variety, but that's pretty darn good in my book. For the rest of this great Q&A, head over to Dolphy's site linked in the show notes below. Also getting an interview with SWTORRP.com, where Corey Butler added a few other details, including the fact that character renames will be coming in addition to the appearance designed kiosk. A link to that interview is also available below in the show notes. Now let's talk about the more controversial side of the patch 2.1 information, the Cathar. Tuesday we learned that the Cathar will be unlocked via cartel market only. This caused a definite stir within the community, many of whom pointed to the Old Republic's own free-to-play chart that states players will have full access to character creation choices. It stands to reason that this would include any additional races added to the game. Eric Musco took to the forums with a long post explaining the reasoning behind the decision to make Cathar a paid add-on even for subscribers. I highly suggest you read this post, as it is very important that every player in SWTOR understands what is going on here. I think this is very dangerous territory for BioWare to get into. One of the most important aspects of a free-to-play game is player goodwill. A player that is fat and happy, getting exactly what they expect, is more likely to order dessert than a player who orders the steak tartare only to get ground beef. Moving the goalposts around and making players uncertain of exactly what is going to be changed next is something BioWare should not be taken lightly. They need to take the time and set the ground rules up front. Make sure all your websites outline exactly what you intend to make free, what you intend to give to subscribers as a bonus, and what players will be expected to save their cartel coins for. Something the devs that seem to think everyone is doing in anticipation of paying for things that were claimed to be free. I want to be clear, I have zero issues with making customization options cartel market features. That's what the free-to-play model is built on. What I do have problems with is being told that I should have saved cartel coins for something I didn't even know I'd have to buy. Here's something that'll shock almost no one: Bolster is still broken. In response to player feedback stating that it's still possible to game the bolster system by re-augmenting certain pieces of gear, Eric Musco reported that they are aware the bugs still exist, and they are working to get the problems ironed out quickly. I have vehemently defended the bolster system on principle, but the longer BioWare takes to fix the system that I think is overly complicated, the harder it is to defend. Fix y'all Sith, BioWare. Finally, you may have noticed some strange inconsistencies with how some crew skill missions were giving rewards, as well as some other assorted issues with the new crew skill system. Amber Green talks about a few of these issues, including missions giving incorrect rewards or having no result at all. It sounds like fixes will be released in the next few weeks with patch 2.1 or patch 2.11, but it feels a little odd that bugs like this have to wait for a full content update to be fixed. That's all the headlines from this week. As always, if you like what you've seen, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any SWTOR video coverage. Until next week, this is Gaddock Teeg signing off.